Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. And today we are going to talk about, in my opinion, the 5 most OP ML 5-star units in the game for PvP in the current meta. Now keep in mind guys, this is only my opinion and what I've seen in PvP from my experiences and from watching other content creators and other streamers. Now, if you guys are allowed to disagree, and if you guys do, just let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think is incorrect or what you guys think about is the strongest ML 5-star in your opinion. Now, before I get started with the tier list though, or not the tier list, I guess the ranking, keep in mind, if you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure you are, because you guys will get updates when my videos drop, and I've been streaming a lot recently, especially if you're new to the game. I've been making a new account that's free to play using only 3-star heroes, and it's been a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun streaming to you guys, and I hope to see you guys there as well. Now, let's get started with the video, guys, and we're going to start with, in my opinion, the most OP ML 5-star unit. So, surprise, surprise, at number 1, not really surprised, we have Conqueror Lilias. So this unit is a must ban in World Arena if you do not have first pick, and if you're second pick in the game, you're just going to be forced to ban it. Also, she's everywhere in Guild Wars defense. So literally every single defense has her. Almost every single arena defense will have her. Every single offense you'll bring her into. She's just so powerful. You can use her as a cleaver. You can use her as a bruiser. You can use her as a... basically in any single team comp, she's really, really good. Now, going over her skills, I'm sure you guys already know, she has the Vigor buff on her S3 that also, you know, strips and dispels enemies and gives decreased attack, which is really OP. You can get an extra turn, and then you can inflict redirect to provoke to basically neuter their opener, and also you get a barrier to yourself and another ally, which is very, very thick. And you also have the really annoying dual attacks from her S1, and since she's built super fast and her base speed is actually super fast as well, 121 is really fast for a warrior, you're going to be cycling super quick. You're gonna get like 2 S3s off, you know, even like 3 S2s, and you're gonna get so many dual attacks, just super OP. And she's also pretty bulky, so it's really, really annoying to deal with. So yeah, this unit is just super strong right now. There are some soft counters, but even the soft counters kind of don't do much against Conqueror Lilias. I think this unit is easily the number 1 most OP ML5 at the moment. She just really needs to have some counters at least, or get nerfed, because it's just not fun, you know, having to ban this unit every single game in World Arena if you're second pick. It just makes first pick positioning so much stronger because you already know what ban is coming. So yeah, Conqueror Lilias, definitely the number 1 spot for most OP ML 5-star in my opinion. Next, at the number 2 spot, we have Belian. She's the last boss of episode 3. So going over skills real quick, she has basically all AoE attacks. Her S3 is an AoE attack that decreases CR, which is really, really strong, even though there's RNG. Also inflicts provoke, and then increases her defense, and this scales with HP, and it actually does a very, very high amount of damage. So you're basically forcing people to attack her with this, and you usually run her on counter set as well. So while you're super tanky doing a lot of damage, you have a chance to counter as well. Her S1 is an AoE attack that can strip, and then you have a 35% chance to activate Incursion, which is an extra attack that will debuff speed and hit chance, which is really, really OP against DPS units. And this also does a lot of damage as well. And you have her S2, which is, you know, the reason why she's super annoying to deal with sometimes. Even though her entire kit is super annoying, her S2 is really annoying. Basically, you're just not allowed to get souls. It cancels out Togga Hells, and it's just super strong. You also get a chance to get a random buff, which is not super important, but it's really nice bonus. So yeah, this unit pretty much single-handedly shuts down Cleave. She does have some counters out there like SSB, you can use Remnant Violet, you can use Last Rider Crow, anything that punishes AoE or counter attacks. But the thing is with Belian is that she does so much damage, and there's so many builds you can run her on that you never know which one you're fighting. You can be against a speed Belian, you can be against a counter Belian, you can be against an injury Belian. And all those sets you can run on her, and also she can be more DPS heavy, she can be super tanky, right? So you never know what you're fighting when you see a Belian on the enemy team. And also the fact that she stops soul gains is actually super, super annoying, because souls in this game are very broken. Without souls, you can't cleave at all, and a lot of bruiser comps without souls are a lot weaker, especially if Battle Frenzy scales a lot in World Arena. And in regular arena, when the lightning damage starts stacking, if you don't have souls to bail you out of late game, sometimes you're just forced to concede or yield, right? So I think this unit is super broken. She does have some counters though, but even those counters are not like super hard counters. So I think Belian is very, very strong. She's one of the most annoying units to deal with, for sure. Maybe not as broken as Conqueror Lilias, but I think she's way more annoying in my opinion. And now, in my opinion, the third most broken ML 5-star hero for PvP at the moment. We have APOC Ravi. I actually don't have this unit. I want this unit so bad because she's so annoying. Basically, she's just a mosquito. You know, you can't ignore her and you can't focus her. So, what do? Yeah, you kind of just have to deal with her. Basically, looking at her skills, she has an S3, which does a lot of single target damage. Also, if you kill an enemy with it, it revives an ally with 30% HP, fully CR pushes them and gives them skill nully. And also, whenever someone dies, this damage keeps ramping. And once you get to like 2 stacks, this is going to one-shot people. Even at 1 stack, it will one-shot squishies, and the cooldown is only 4 turns. Her S2 is passive crit chance increase to make it easier to gear her. Fighting spirit mechanic to, you know, what's it called? Basically, when you have a lot of fighting spirit, you consume it to get CR, and then you recover HP. Very, very OP, and then, yeah, she scales with max HP for everything, basically. And her S1 is pretty hard-hitting as well. That does injuries. So, yeah, the reason why you can't ignore her is because she just keeps ramping up the injuries. And the reason why you can't focus her is because you have her S2, which is going to completely CR push her and heal her. And also, if you know, ignore her and you're focusing your teammates, her S3 damage is ramping. So, the thing is, she's, like, built super tanky and does so much damage. There's not really a good answer. The best answer, in my opinion, would be like Rimuru and like Remnant Violet to try to one-shot, or anything that can abuse extra turns, like a Landy with her S3 Soulburn into one-shotting her, or even Spectre Tenebria. She's very, very powerful in Guild Wars defense, very, very powerful in World Arena, and not really any hard counters. You're going to start to see a pattern. The most OP ML 5-stars have some soft counters, but no real hard counters that makes them very strong. I don't know what they can do to nerf her, because I honestly think her kit is actually super overloaded. Same with Belian and Conqueror Lilias. But yeah, this unit is super annoying to deal with, guys. If you have any of the top 3 units and you're looking to get into PvP, especially if you're like a mid-late game player, even as an early game player, think about building them soon, because you can just slot them into your defense team and they'll carry you up to like Masters for sure, even on your offense teams. And now, after the top 3, we're kind of breaking into a tier below Conqueror Lilias, Belian, and Ravi, into, you know, very strong but not like super OP anymore, in my opinion. But we have Fallen Cecilia at number 4. So her S3 is an AoE attack that gives skill nullifier to everyone. Her S2 is a barrier to everyone at the start of the battle, and then at the end of her turn, she'll give another barrier to 1 unit. And her S1 is a chance to provoke single target. It's a 100% chance when you max Mola it. But yeah, this unit has always been super strong since she got buffed a long time ago. You'll used to see her in every single defense. Even now, with all the counters released, like Operator Cigarette, right, Little Queen Charlotte and stuff like that, you'll still see her a lot in defense teams. She's also a very safe pick in World Arena. You can never really pick Fallen Cecilia and be like, that was a bad pick. The only thing you have to be really worried about is Operator Cigarette, but even if you pick her into Operator Cigarette, it's still okay most of the time. You can build your team tanky enough to survive, or you can just ban her. But Fallen Cecilia, very, very stable tank. She can basically lock down a unit with her S1, and she has so much mitigation. Even though she's a knight, she feels like she's a healer, because she keeps putting barriers up on your team. And her S3 skill nullifier is super nice. This actually does decent damage, and you'll see people build her super tanky, super fast to put up the barriers really well for her team. But you can also see her on some like effectiveness builds to try to lock down people with her S1, which is really annoying. Even effect resist. So yeah. Fallen Cecilia, very strong unit, very solid knight. She's always going to be strong in PvP because her kit is just super good defensively for any team, and she just makes your team so much tankier. And now, number 5, this might be a surprise to some of you guys. I think it's a toss-up between this unit, Mediator Kawerik, and Maid Chloe, but I think in the current meta, Maid Chloe has fallen off of it, especially since Rimuru's in the meta, and he really punishes Maid Chloe's. Even Landy's good against her, and there's a lot of strips against Maid Chloe teams anyways. Like Belian's pretty good against Maid Chloe because you're just AoE stripping her buffs. But yeah, that being said, Mediator Kawerik, so his S3 is going to be basically a full cleanse, gives you attack buff, immunity, and will push his own CR. And you'll also see the bonus effect here is whenever the skill is available, you're going to decrease debuff duration of the caster by 1 turn. And you build him on high effect resist anyway, so if you have 1 debuff slip through, you're going to just cleanse it right away basically. And then you'll see his S2 is an AoE attack that strips everyone. It also puts decreased attack, which you guys know is really, really annoying to deal with for 2 turns. Also gives a pretty thick barrier to everyone. And it scales with his HP, which you're going to stack him on with effect resist. And his S1 is really nice as well because it CR pushes himself and another ally. So you're going to start seeing that this unit has a lot of CR cycling. He has a lot of, not only does he have defensive pressure with his immunity and his barriers, but he also has offensive pressure with his attack buff and his attack down. And the fact that his S1 as a support unit scales with his max HP, he actually can do decent damage while supporting the team and debuffing. So I think this unit is actually super strong after his buffs. I know when he first came out, he was literally labeled as one of the worst ML 5 stars, if not the worst. But now I personally think he is very strong. I think a lot of people think so, and he is in the top 5 list for most OP ML 5 stars now. Now some people might argue Maid Chloe, but I think Mediator Kawerik is just way more consistent right now, and he's way easier to pick in most situations, especially in World Arena. So yeah, this unit very strong. If you guys have him and you guys are looking for a good cleanser for World Arena, build him ASAP. He is the best cleanser at the moment. He's just super strong and really annoying to deal with. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my top 5 most OP or best ML 5 star units in the game for PvP, in my opinion. If you guys don't disagree with anything, or if you guys don't agree with something, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, because this is just my opinion. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out, and we are on the road to 10k subscribers. Honestly, by the time this video comes out, it might be at 10k already. So thanks for all your support, guys, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.